Common human decency, it needs to be revived. Courtesy needs to be revived. It is at the heart of Islam. What Allah Azza wa Jal tells us, what Allah tells us in the Quran about Islamic laws. I've said this in multiple talks now, but I think it's an idea worth spreading. And it's important for all of you to understand. When somebody sees, like Santa Barbara probably does not have a big Muslim population, right? So you see an unusual number of, let's just say, exotic people now today on campus. Okay? So now when somebody else sees one of you outside and thinks, are they Muslim or something? When they see that, what do they see? What do they see about you that makes them think you're Muslim? Dress, perhaps? Maybe your prayer? Huh? Your what? Salams? Maybe swag? Okay. Alright, that might be contestable, but that's okay. You know? First I thought you meant slacks. I was like, an Islamic thing? I don't know. Maybe it's a California different fiqh. I don't know. But anyhow, so they see these obvious things, right? Clothing, and maybe you work with somebody that dietary restriction, prayer breaks. These are the things that are like, okay, this is a Muslim. This person's a Muslim, right? I mean, for me, at the security checkpoint, Muslim, okay? I don't have to have a turban on and like be reading a mushaf or something. I just look like me and I'm like, hey, sir, special screening for you. Okay? So anyhow, these are the obvious indications that somebody's a Muslim. But the interesting thing is that prayer, as we pray it 5 times a day, was revealed a few years later. Alcohol prohibition was revealed about 10, 12, 13 years later when the Prophet moved to Medina. And the final prohibition actually even came 15, 16 years. Hijab, 16 years after the Prophet became a messenger, was revealed. Right? Clothing, clothing guidelines, 15, 16 years. Dietary restrictions, at least a decade after Islam started being revealed. So what I'm trying to say is the things that we see obviously as markers of Muslims, like obvious indications that somebody's a Muslim, they weren't there for almost a decade or more among the companions. And these are the strongest Muslims, right? But immediately, from the very beginning of that message, the Muslims in Mecca are totally different from the non-Muslims in Mecca. Not because of how they dress, not because of their food restrictions, not because they don't drink alcohol, not because of any of these things that make us different today. Not because of that reason. So one has to ask themselves, the greatest companions of the Prophet, radiallahu anhu ajma'in, the best of the best, how were they different from the rest of Mecca? Oh, once this idea came inside them, what is that idea? La ilaha illallah. What is that idea? Muhammadur Rasulullah. It changed something about how they see success. It changed something about what they want to do in life. What they love and what they hate. What they want to accomplish. What they want to live for and what they want to die for. What they will stand by idly and watch and what they will not tolerate. It made them a different people. They saw the world differently. And if you just even spent 2 minutes with them, you would say, this person looks at the world differently than I do. Their worldview is entirely different. Their definitions of success and failure are entirely different. They are working towards something much different than what I'm working towards. I was hanging out with a Muslim teenager yesterday at a breakfast table, just me and him talking. And I said to him, hey, why are you alive?